Hi, my name is Michaela Kwan, and I am a sophomore. What are some preparations you and your family did before Lunar New Year? Usually, we don't actually do too much for Chinese New Year. It's just a dinner with family, where everyone, like my uncles and aunts and stuff, gather in one of the houses and basically have potluck. So normally to prepare for that, we cook and we clean the house. We prepare hongbao and we start setting up the New Year dinner. This year, it was a much smaller occasion. We basically just ordered Chinese food from a nearby restaurant.
Hi, I'm Emily and I'm a junior. So, in preparation for the Chinese Lunar New Year this year, me and my family helped clean the house, buy new clothes, and buy food that would bring good luck. So, we did all of this to ensure a better start to our new year, which is pretty typical in a Chinese household. So we also bought red envelopes to pass around to our family members and also usually friends, but unfortunately we couldn't this year because of the pandemic.
Hi, my name is Justin Yan, and I'm in grade 10. So for the Lunar New Year, my family and I didn't have much in the way of preparations, but we did like buy some food beforehand.
My name is Tiffany Yu, and I'm a sophomore at Homestead High School. This year, for the Aughts Lunar New Year, also called Chunjie, which means Spring Festival, my family completed several traditions, some of which were adapted for the pandemic. First, we thoroughly cleaned the house, which includes washing all the sheets and sweeping the floors as a symbolic way of chasing out bad luck. We wore all red clothing because red typically symbolizes good luck in Chinese culture. We made sure we had all the necessary materials for the Chinese celebration and meal. So we went out and bought dumplings, Niangal, a sticky rice cake, red paper for decorations, also called chunlian, and red envelopes.
I'm Shreyas, sophomore in Miss Chu's sixth period AP Chinese class. And over the Lunar New Year, my family and I cleaned the house. I started by cleaning my room. And we went to Ranch 99 and bought groceries to make fried rice, chao fan, and to make dumplings, 我们包了饺子. And I think these are significant food items as many Chinese families will also eat dumplings and fried rice. And I think cultural aspects, which were significant, would be that we all dressed up in red and actually took family photos, knowing that red does symbolize luck and prosperity and continued blessings into and following Lunar New Year.
Hello, my name is Jenna and I'm a junior this year. So some preparations my family and I did for Chinese New Year was buy the food to eat and we cleaned the house because that's a tradition Chinese people do for Chinese New Year. So some significant food or culture items. For food, we have yu or fish. And for this, there's a saying that 年年有余, and the yu in the saying is different than the yu in the fish, but because they sound the same, people like to say this. And what this means is, may you always have more than you need. Then the second food is Niangal, and for this, we have the saying 年年高, which means getting higher year after year. And for this, getting higher can mean like getting taller or getting higher as in like success, getting more successful. And lastly, we have longevity noodles, which is 长寿面. And what this means is the length of the noodles and the unsevered preparation are symbolic of the eater's life. So the longer the noodles, the longer the life. Now for items, we have hongbao, which is the red pockets, and what they have is money. And then window art, 窗花, the direct translation is window flowers. And what this is paper art hung on windows and there are patterns cut out, and then the patterns can symbolize some other good things in the future. Then for the lanterns, we have 灯笼, and these symbolize happiness and are believed to drive out any bad luck.
Significant food or culture items. Normally as a family we make chunjuan, which are basically just spring rolls. So we get the wraps from some Chinese market like Ranch 99, and then my grandmother makes the filling and we wrap them. And they taste really good. We also have things like miantiao and chow mi fan and other staple Chinese foods. This year we didn't do chunjuan, but we did have Chinese food, as I said, from the Chinese restaurant, similar to the things that we have every year.
I think something which we did throughout the Lunar New Year as a family is that we played a lot of board games, and we also cooked as a family and tried to cook a fair amount of Chinese dishes, knowing that chao fan, fried rice, and dumplings, these were two of them. We also made Niangal, actually.
Last we spent time with our cousins and grandparents, and we had a dinner together, which is also pretty typical on the Lunar New Year. So I would say that my favorite part of the Lunar New Year is being able to talk to my grandparents and having them share their stories about when they grew up or just about Chinese history in general. This helps pass traditions to younger generations and kind of keep the traditions going.
Throughout the Lunar New Year, we exchanged hongbao, like the so gifts, and on the day of on our Lunar New Year's Eve dinner, we exchanged food between us and our grandparents and our like uncles and aunts, so that we could like have some of the things that they made as well. My favorite part or the best part about this would be even though we had to stay apart because of social distancing, we could still exchange food, and we could also still like have conversations through like Google Hangouts and stuff like that.
I think the best part about it was that knowing that all around the world, we're all at home, but we are all celebrating Lunar New Year in our own ways. And finding blessing and excitement through that. And connecting with our families while at home and celebrating and taking in the blessings and good fortune which Lunar New Year is bringing us.
So activities that my family and I did, or also the best part of Chunjie for me, was watching the Spring Gala or Chunwan, and I think this was really fun because I got to see actors I know go on and perform and sing, and it was really interesting. And the second best part is getting hongbao, because who doesn't like receiving free money? So things I wish we could do differently. I wish we could go out to see festivals and parades. I guess we can't because there's COVID. But other than that, I feel like there's nothing else, since Chinese New Year isn't really a holiday where you would socialize with strangers, at least like right now. So there wasn't really that many restrictions in my opinion. That's it. Thank you.